What more needs to be done in order to ensure that providers and subcontractor relationships do not fall foul of Ofsted and ESFA requirements?
Okay, so again, this has been hinted at in a couple of the questions. You deal with a number of different employers. Some of them might end up as subcontractors, but we know that Ofsted and the ESFA have been a bit anti-subcontracting. What's your view from a QA perspective, Mary?
Subcontracting, it can be messy. I think that we don't subcontract with very many other providers. Quality is so important to us, just as it is to Ofsted. I thought the wording was interesting, right? Fall foul of Ofsted and ESFA. I think as a provider that's really passionate about maintaining its Ofsted rating and delivering a quality experience, it's really important that we pick providers that we know share our vision, and sometimes they're not there to do that with, so therefore that can make subcontracting quite tricky when it starts affecting things like the Ofsted ratings and things like that. So it makes us very reluctant to do it, despite the fact that actually employers are really pushing us to do it. They want us to do that more. So we are doing it on occasion with certain employers, so I said we're not subcontracting, but we're having to put a lot of time and energy into making sure it works correctly. So that is administratively heavy again. So we've got quite a big subcontracting team just for the number of contracts that we are working on. And that in itself is expensive as well. So I think we'll start seeing it a bit more. But yeah, I think making sure that the rigor is there, so that the burden again is coming to providers to make sure that we are only subcontracting with people that share that vision.
Alison, do you use subcontracting as your view, particularly at the degree apprenticeship level? Do you see that as got a role or a place?
I think with subcontracting, you can see some absolutely brilliant models. As a university, we actually started off as a subcontractor. That was how we started our apprenticeship journey. And I think that was a good way of doing it, because we had a prime that knew the sector very well, that needed a degree provider, and actually was a good prime in the sense that they supported us on that journey. Subcontracting at its worst can be really, really poor quality. We still know that there are issues around management fees, smaller providers who are hurting enough as it is, waiting for providers to pay them for work. We know that that is an issue. So, as I say, at its best, it can be brilliant, and it can actually lead to a lot of innovative delivery models, both with employers. Certainly around HE and FE, you're seeing some really great stuff going on. But I am pleased that they are tightening up on management fees. I am pleased that Ofsted are being more rigorous, and the ESFA around understanding subcontract agreements, because there have been problems in the past and they do need to be addressed.
Just picking up that theme, there's obviously not a great drive to make the subcontracting rules more flexible. So I guess people are saying those controls that have been brought in are probably working now. I still think some of the volume problems that we've had is that it takes a bit of a time for the prime provider to move that volume and work with the employers, because most of that contact was done by the subcontracting. So it has created an issue, but it seems like people do believe that those additional controls were right.